Well, welcome to Solidion Technologies, a channel, a innovator of battery materials and components, and joining to discuss how the election is affecting them and what the company is actually doing, the roadmap ahead of milestone expectations. We have the privilege of James Winters, the CEO, joining us today to go over all this. First and foremost, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to get you on. And I mean, when I talk about your roadmap, I mean it is pretty extensive, from lithium metal anodes to flame resistant electrolytes, and you're even kind of getting this. You just announced a new patent where you can do 5 minute charging of these lithium batteries. But I really want to kind of scale this back because just give us that high level overview. What's the elevator pitch to exactly what you guys are doing there at Solidion?
Good. Well, it's important to remember that Solidion is not a pure battery cell company. We're just the materials that go into the battery, the silicon anode and the graphite anode. Obviously, we can use silicon and graphite and graphene for a lot of other industrial uses. But that aside, our focus at the moment is obviously with energy storage. Solidion is something that came together as a result of a SPAC merger between Nubia Brand International and Honeycomb Battery Company. I myself was the CEO and chairman of the SPAC, Nubia Brand International, and once the merger was completed, it was decided that I should be the CEO as well. We got a great team of scientists, battery scientists with lots of experience with MIT, PhDs and master's degrees, and they totally understand what it's going to take to uh, put the materials out at a very good price where the battery cell is actually affordable and competitive with an internal combustion engine. So as we are today, we are in discussions with a lot of the obviously, I can't mention them, but a lot of the automakers, OEMs, defense contractors, and others who would find our anode very valuable. Our edge is probably more along the lines of cost and manufacturability. Some of our competitors have a silane gas solution up in Moses Lake, Washington, and if you ever see that, it looks similar to a refinery, costs a lot to build. We have about 18,000 square feet of manufacturing space, and we could easily quadruple it or multiply it times 10, and we would be having in a position where we had the same capacity as the silane gas competitors. So we feel very good at where we are with things. Obviously, when you're just using what we call backyard silicon as a raw material, does have to have a lot of work done to make it an anode. And within our facility, we have our own testing and we use third-party testing. But because this is so cutting edge, we're being very deliberate in making sure that we have a product that is very safe and usable for our customers.
No, incredibly insightful, and I appreciate that. And I think there's a huge value setup going on here. And before we talk about some of the value setup, what we can expect kind of moving forward, I want to talk about kind of what's going on today as well, especially with these election results, the changing, obviously, in potential policy. Do you guys see that affecting you guys at all, or how do you? I mean, give us some understanding here.
Well, I think we'd be naive to think or believe that, that the election is going to have no effect on any business. But we have gotten a lot of inquiries asking how it would affect our business specifically, given the fact that the president-elect has made it his part of his campaign discussion to I guess, complain about or diminish the subsidies that have been given from the prior administration. And that's all fine with us. I think, number one, we believe the EV vehicle is here to stay. And everything that we can see in our laboratory testing and our manufacturing indicates that that's going to be a superior product to a combustion engine in the future. It's not there yet. It's very obvious that it's not there yet, but it is coming. And some of the issues you see regarding range, drivability, and rechargeability will be a thing of the past, and it will be a superior product. Now, as it pertains to the election on Tuesday, it really doesn't bother us because we were prepared for either outcome. We prepared ourselves for the uh, current president being elected by making sure that our costs are lower than everybody else. So we didn't go out and spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a plant or have technology that would require you to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a plant. We kept our operation, and we continue to keep our operation very, very Spartan next to our competitors. And we can deliver these products once we do have a launch customer, and I think that's going to be coming fairly soon. We can deliver these products at a much, much lower price. It's important to remember that Solidion did not receive, we applied for it, but obviously, but we did not receive any government grants or anything else from the government. So we're not required to put up any matching funds for a large facility that at this point in time, given the events on Tuesday, might be a little bit suspect going forward.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you gave a little bit of tidbit in there when it comes to just kind of commercializing a little bit, but maybe tell us what should investors focus on today? Are these coming contracts, or maybe, what can we expect from the latter half of the year into 2025?
Um, in in the near term, we do have our I would say our hands in the cookie jar with a lot of custom battery opportunities because our Gen 1 battery does deliver 20 to 40% more density, uh, and it uses silicon and graphite, and it's manufacturable by us tomorrow if need be. So there are a lot of interest in people who have asked for test cells. Once these test cells are given and tested and we get some feedback, I'm sure I'll be having a lot to say about some orders or some production requirements going forward. But we're very, very excited about the talent around our battery and how it performs next to the competition. Most of these custom batteries are really, really suited for the military or drone usage or what we call a one-way trip use. The Gen 1 battery is not necessarily suitable for an automobile that needs to be charged and recharged, discharged and charged several times over. But we have the Gen 1 battery is ready to go. So I would be, if I was an investor, I would number one, be on the lookout for that. And number two, I would also keep in mind that in the context of what our technology is, which is very, very, very close to everybody else's, our price, the price of our stock is at a huge, huge, huge discount. I think that we represent a very, very, very good buying opportunity for the retail investor in the future.
No, absolutely. And we'll pass that off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think about that in the comment section. Consider subscribing for news and catalysts as it comes down the wire. Of course, we'll bring it to you here. But on the note, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.